Caitlin here from the Homestyle Honey, and it has been a busy couple of months as my family and I have settled on to the 120-year-old farm in the Pacific Northwest that we moved to originally, my great-great-grandparents. So come check out our projects, see what we're doing to revitalize the farm, the new exciting things underway, and let me know in the comments which projects you like the most, what you want to see more of, and hit that like and subscribe button. Here on the homestead, this is the original garden space where the dirt is. A lot of this lawn is going to be turned into a great big garden. And then we have a huge pasture out behind the house. You can see we've set up our compost bins so that we can get rocking and rolling, creating some rich, beautiful compost. Livestock will go back here eventually, and a chicken coop will go back in this space that you're seeing. This is the pig pen. Back when I was growing up, this is where I kept 4-H and FFA pigs. It has certainly started to fall into some disrepair, so it's going to need some work and some replacement. There's a shed, so this can be interim coop house while we're getting our chicks up. And could be a nice pen for a pig or other livestock. And then let's go see inside the shed. So we've got just very basic rudimentary, nothing special. We don't really need to do anything with this space right now other than just put bedding down and food and water and create a way for animals to get some fresh air. All right, it is chick day here on the farm. We have some new baby chicks and we're gonna go pick them up. So let's go pick up chicks. Okay, we have our order of chicks. I came out one day to find my dad and my uncle had been leveling and moving earth for the future home of our chicken coop. That is one of the benefits of being related to farmers, is they have access to all kinds of large equipment. So between the skid steer and the backhoe, they were able to take some of the sloped hillside and give us a nice large level spot where the chicken coop and chicken run will soon be built. The farm actually has not had chickens on it since before the 1970s. So even though my grandparents lived here, they farmed and were full-time farmers, chickens were not something that they had. And so prior generations did, but we're excited to bring back chicken to the farm and have a source of delicious fresh eggs and a little extra side income. And this is the future site of the chicken coop. With the tilling done, the garden's ready to be planted. My inspiration for creating the garden this way was Thomas Jefferson's Monticello, which I had the opportunity to visit when we lived out east. The gardens at Monticello are beautiful, with large plots of garden directly in the ground and strips of grass in between so that you have space to tend the garden. And I love that there's no raised beds required for this type of garden, but it can still be beautiful. Okay, so here's our chicks. They're about 3 weeks old, and you can see that some are huge. Those are the Cornish cross, so they're the meat chickens, and they've got a substantial amount of feathers. Some people might say that the feathers aren't fully in, but that might not happen until they're 6 weeks, which is when they're almost ready to harvest. There's a lot of feathers. You can tell, like, compared to this little black one, brown one maybe, how much bigger they are. So these guys are getting moved. So we're gonna put them in a box, move them. We've got this poultry feeder that we're gonna use. We've got just a bucket to store some feed in. And we're gonna put them in here, but in a larger pen. So if they hop out, it's fine, but that way they've got a spot to like nest and be a little bit warmer. We're gonna bring a heat lamp up too, just because it will be a cooler, breezier area. And we're gonna move these guys to our temporary chicken coop, which used to be our pig pen. It rapidly became clear that our meat chickens were quickly outgrowing the laying hens and needed out of the brooder, so we decided to do a quick temporary fix and put them in our old pig pen. Unfortunately, this makeshift pen did not work. Lesson learned, do it right the first time. All right, friends, thanks for watching. Again, hit that like and subscribe button. Let me know in the comments what you think, and stay tuned as these projects continue and get some new homestead updates, see some DIY, homemaking, and slow living here in the Pacific Northwest.